Hi everyone, Sarah here from the Paper Cut. Let me know, we're on the OOAK page doing our craft along this morning. Always let me know that you can hear me. A few of you comment, so I know that you can see and hear. So I think we got it down pat, so we haven't run into any like glitches lately, but I always like to hear that you guys can hear me. So this morning, we are doing, let's see, we are doing our Fox Craft Along, in which we are making a twist and pop card. So let's see my samples. Okay, so we're making a twist and pop card. And then we're also making a Skinny Slimline Card, which is kind of a new size for us. So we are going to go down to the table. My mom's going to get me there. She is answering comments this morning. So down to the table.
Yep, got it.
Okay, so we should be here
Yep,
in just a second.
you're there. I see it.
All right, so Fox Craft Along. I'm going to put our sample. The Skinny Slimline is going to be one that you'll probably finish later, but I will talk about it at the end. So I'm going to put that off to the side. We have our instructions, so I'm going to put those off to the side. And we're going to start with our twist and pop card. Okay, so we are going to do a little bit of assembly first of the pieces before we get to the actual card. So I'm going to have you start on that while I am, and I'm going to go through mine faster, and then I'm going to talk about products. So start on this piece, and you can see that our foxes, you're just going to attach those pieces. And if you can just get this main piece attached before you start, because you have to trim that one. So just start by getting your main pieces attached just on your mini accordion. And I'm going to do that, and I'll talk about products because I'm going to do it probably much faster than most of you. So don't freak out when I am like taping and going through it super fast, because I'll talk about products while you guys are working. And maybe some of you are even faster than me, because right now I'm not taping so good. Okay. Actually, I'm going to get my 1/4-inch tape gun. So go ahead. This is the mini accordion card that attaches to the twist and pop. So the twist and pop is available as a kit.
Somebody's got a lot of glare. Not seeing glare there.
I think sometimes we switched our camera rooms, and this morning we worked on getting not as much glare.
But we'll work on it.
But we'll work on it, yeah. So, because I'm not seeing glare in my monitor here, so it could be your monitor. But yeah, we'll work on that a little bit more. It is like a whole cascade of stuff when you decide to switch things around. So we moved from our very front room, which if any of you are similar or have been to our warehouse sale, you know that our front room where the warehouse sale normally is, that's where my camera area was. Now we moved it to Ron's office, and then we have this whole big lighting issue because the lights are closer and everything. So anyways, attach those pieces. Then you can also attach your scallop rectangle to your white piece. And then you're going to make sure to attach your ribbon on there, because you want to do that before you attach it to the front of the card. And yes, I am moving kind of fast, but I am going to stop and let you guys catch up, and I'm going to talk about products for a minute. So let's see, the front.
Glare was when you were upright. The table is fine.
Oh, okay, good. That's nice to hear. So that lets me know that we need to work on my upright glare. So
Yeah.
I taught a class on Thursday, and I knew we had glare down here, so we made a little bit of a difference. So hopefully we weren't getting as much glare. I can see when things are at certain angles, I do have more glare. So yeah, lighting is a constant battle. These pieces, I did pop up my one oval And I'm going to pop that to the front of the card. I'm going to just wait and do those later. So anyways, you guys are probably still working to get these pieces attached right here. The twist and pop kit that we have, so that's this package right here, which you'll probably get glare off of there just because there's the packaging. Anyways, in that kit, you get the steno card, which a steno card is your A2 card, but it is scored so it folds the tall way versus, you know, that way. So this is the steno card. It's 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. So we do sell those in a nice variety pack or in some solid color packages. So in the kit, you get the steno card, you get the twist and pop insert, which is pre-scored, and then you get the little mini accordion. So that's what you get in the standard twist and pop kit, and those are available in a bunch of colors. One of our specials for today is with a $50 product purchase, excluding kits, you would get the free twist and pop. Now, I have 2 different codes going on where you can get the free twist and pop kit, or you can get some free mini slimmies, the white ones, not stamped like this. And the codes are either skinny or they're twist, which they should be on the bottom of your screen. So you can only use one of those, or you can make 2 purchases and you use both. But anyway, so that's what's in our kit. We are going to start out with those 3 pieces. This one you can set aside with your little ovals and your fox. You also need these 2 pieces, which these are actually the layers for our grad cap card, which is this. It also fits in our twist and pop card. So it works good for the grad cap plus the twist and pop. So we're going to actually get our inking done first. We're going to start out with these 2 pieces. And if you want to, I did just take an orange ink pad and a blending brush, and I just blended some ink around the outside. Or you can use a sponge, a stipple brush, and I'm just blending color. And you don't need to add any color if you don't want to, but I did just add a little bit of orange just around the edges. And that's totally up to you. Either add the color or don't add the color. The stamps on today's Craftalong are all from Rubbernecker. So this is one rubber stamp. The fox is, or whatever the plural is for fox, is that's a clear set. The words are individual rubber stamps. So if you want to blend color, do that now, and then we're going to go on to the assembly of the twist and pop. Now the twist and pop, we have a new die that is coming that will do the twist and pop insert. It is not big like this one. I'm going to show you that. It's smaller than that. Because otherwise the die would be way more expensive than it is. It is online on our die page, and it does say that it will ship approximately July 7th. So we're still waiting for those to come in. So for our twist and pop like main card assembly, we have our steno card, and I'm going to put that off to the side. We have our 2 little pieces that are stamped, and I did some color around them. Those you can set aside. We have our accordion, and we have our twist and pop insert. I'm going to bring in my demo pieces that have writing on them. So, because I always use like our little visual aids here.
Ooh. Tracy's in from Alaska. Take Tracy Dietrich.
Nice. Okay, so on our twist and pop insert, you can see that it has an X scored into it and a line scored into it. We're going to fold it. On our X, we do a valley fold. So when I say valley fold, I mean a fold like this that forms like the bottom of a river valley. So we're going to valley fold on one side of our X, valley fold on the other side of our X. So again, valley fold one side of our X, valley fold the other side of our X. Then you are going to fold as a mountain fold. So on this straight one, you fold back, which is probably the way you got it. So that's a mountain fold. When I say mountain, it's the top of a mountain. Then when you fold it back flat, you'll see these little arms start to come in. So they start to come in. I take my fingers behind the arms and I just kind of fold those in and it collapses down. So again, valley fold, mountain fold, kind of bring it back to center, and then your arms, take your fingers and fold those in and fold it nice and flat. Okay, so that is the piece that will be on the inside of your card. I'm going to actually do mine right now. Oh, I forgot to say this before, and it doesn't matter too much, but I did start with my bumps the valley side up. So the bumps are down to the table, and I have my indents, and I'm valley folding. Now I'm doing my actual one. Valley fold, valley fold. Then I'm folding mountain fold. When I pop it back to center, my arms start to come in, and I fold that nice and flat. Now we're going to take that and we're going to attach it to the inside of our steno card. Now we have our bump up. The inside of an A2 card is always the bump. The bump always folds to the inside. So I'm going to put tape all the way around here. I usually have my, I usually have a marker, a Sharpie. I don't know where my Sharpie is, but I'm just going to put tape all the way around here.
You need a black mark?
No, just a Sharpie. Or not a Sharpie, I'm sorry, a highlighter.
A
A
highlighter.
highlighter, if you can grab me a highlighter, Mom. Yellow
Okay.
would be good, but whatever.
Okay, warehouse sale is what time, what date, sir?
Oh, the warehouse sale is Saturday, September 18th. So you're going to put tape all the way around one side, and then you're just going to attach it to the inside of your card. Now, I turn it upside down just because I can see better. And I always, oops, there's some Sharpies, or highlighters. So when I attach it, I make sure that I have an equal border on the sides and the top.
September 18th, is that?
September 18th is the warehouse sale. And you're just going to attach that down so it's straight. And it will be a little ways away from the top. And that's fine. Okay. Now we're going to put tape on this other, kind of this poppy up side. So tape all the way around. I'm just going to use my ATG tape, put tape all the way around. And now, you can just fold this, but sometimes because there's so much bulk in here, it tends to, get a little kitty-wampus, where it's like at an angle. So I like to actually take it and match it so I have equal borders. So again, we put tape all the way around, and you can fold it, but sometimes it'll go kitty-wampus and it won't be straight. So I like to actually open it up, take it to my other side, and make sure it's nice and straight. So that is our twist and pop mechanism on the inside. Now these two pieces right here will attach. So there's an equal border all the way around. You should see a little bit of white. So you can go ahead and put tape on the back of these two pieces. Now the only thing that I'm going to caution you is if you used any type of words, you want to make sure when you put this top one on that your words aren't upside down. So don't attach your words to both of these if you're going to put them on both. Make sure to turn one upside down because that's the way they get attached. So if you're putting words on this one, you know, make sure that you flip it before you attach or before you put your words on there. Because if you just have them in front of you like that, that's the natural thing to do, and you stamp your words, when you put it in there, they'll be upside down. So really, before you stamp any words on these two pieces, if you're putting words there, make sure that you flip one. So I'm gonna put tape on there, and these layers are just attaching. And I always make sure they have an even border at the bottom. Oops, and I didn't do a great job there, but that happens, especially when you're on camera.
Penny Clark says hi, Sarah.
Hi there. Okay, so again, we're attaching our other one, make sure it has an equal border. So then you see a little bit of white. So those grad cap / twist and pop layers just fit on there perfectly with the angle. So now we are going to attach our accordion. I'm going to bring in my demo one for a minute. And I'm going to semi-attach my other one, not with a lot of tape so I can take it off. So again, if you're still catching up, I put tape on one side, and I like to flip it around so I can actually look at my straight edges. Attach that. You might be past this point, but just in case, I need to do one so I can actually demo with my visual aid ones. So I'm just putting a little bit of tape on here so I can take it off and use it as a visual aid again. So now I could just shut my card, but I like to open it up, make sure I have an equal border. Okay, now we have our little accordion piece. This we need to fold as a W. So we're going to, and it's an accordion fold, so it's back, forth, with our little foxes. These are the end of the W, so that's a valley fold, mountain fold, valley fold, and that's what I mean. It makes a little W. So that's how it attaches onto there. I'm going to go to my visual aid one, and we have our W. Now, our little arms, which these are our little arms, are attaching right here and right here. Don't start yet because I just want to show you something first. You want to attach it about an inch down. Now I'm probably not quite far enough down, because if you don't attach it far enough down on this accordion, it'll tend to, if you don't attach it far enough down, it tends to get stuck. Like this little corner tends to hit the back of your card. So in about an inch. So to do that, now I've toyed with different ways on how to do this. So, and I think I worked on a different way because it's really hard to explain this one virtually. So what you're going to do is you're going to put about an inch of tape on opposite arms, but also on opposite sides. And it doesn't matter. It just has to be on one side of the score on one side, on the other side of the score on the other. If these are flipped, it doesn't matter. You just need it. Here's your score. You just need about 1 inch of tape above or below the score, and an inch of tape on the opposite side above or below the score. So I'm going to put my tape. This new room that we're in right now, it does not have the air going yet, and I am like sweating bullets. So it's a good thing that it's okay, Mom. Okay. It's a good thing that you're not looking at my face.
It's shining.
It's glistening.
You glisten. You
so we needed to attach to the opposite ends, the opposite panels, the panels on the opposite ends. So to do that, this is my new way of figuring that. when we fold this in, and we also don't want this to be sticking too far out. So if you bring your accordion and it's opening towards the top of your card, so this is the front of your card, should be laying down on the table. Okay, so this is the front. I'm just going to write front. This is where our oval is. The front of your card is down on the table in front of you. You take your accordion and your foxes are attached in here. I'm going to take my actual one. So it's going to attach like that. I am going to just kind of bring that down. That's about where it needs to land. Now our little arms need to attach to opposite sides. Whew, excuse me for a minute. Okay, so your Sending Blooms Your Way is your top panel. And these little arms will attach on opposite sides. Okay, see how they attach on opposite sides? One's attaching to one side, one's attaching to the other. So if you kind of hold that there, but you feed that in, so I have our little arms attaching to opposite sides. You have just a small space right there. I'm going to go through this again and then it will open up. So again, the front of your card is facing down. You have your accordion, so it opens up like this. The arm in the front, right here, attaches to the one panel. The arm in the back attaches to the back panel. Make sure it's not don't extend it past. You want it just pulled slightly in. So there's about 1/8 of an inch right there. And your arms will stick to your panels. So I'll go through it again, because this is the hardest part, and it's really hard to do this virtually, explaining the arms attaching. So we have our arm that's going to be in the front attaching to our Sending Blooms Your Way. The arm that's going to fall in the back is attaching to the fox. And you're just going to kind of place your accordion in between your two arms. So it's about 1/4 inch from the edge of the card. And see, your arms are attaching to each side. And my tape is getting unstuck right now because I've attached it and unattached it so many times. But see how your arms are attaching to either side of your accordion. And if you just fold that nice and flat, and then it opens up. So the one thing I did want to show is, you might be saying, well, how come I don't just attach one arm and then attach the other arm? And if you do that, sometimes it just gets buckly on the inside, so you kind of need it to be flat when you're attaching those arms, because otherwise sometimes it gets really buckly. So my other way of doing it is sometimes I take the arm and just attach it to one side and then actually fold it in, and then when I fold it, I have to make sure that arm falls on the opposite side and that it's not extending past the bottom of my card. So there are a number of different ways to get from point A to point B here. And I just showed you 2 of the ways, and like I said, it's very hard to explain this moving mechanism virtually. So I hope you were kind of able to follow along. And I have to attach it to the actual inside of my card, so I am going to explain it one more time. I put tape on my 2 arms on opposite sides. So my arms are folding in. I have my accordion card, and I need this panel to attach to the one on the left, this panel to attach to the one on the right. This will be my card front. So if I just kind of slide my accordion in between my two panels and attach it, then I get my twist and pop. Then we can attach our front panel on there. No questions, Mom?
Oh, they're just commenting. You're doing a really good job, Sarah, showing them 3 different ways, 3 times to do it.
Well, I hope everybody got it. How much time do we have left?
Let's see, it's 10:41, so you're...
Oh, we have to be done in 4 minutes, so let me get...
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay. Let me get to the Skinny Slimmy really quick. Sorry about that. I took a really long time, but I felt like this was the more important card with the mechanism. So the Skinny Slimmy, let me get to that. So in the Skinny Slimmy, you have an extra layer. So you have an extra layer. When I did my original card, I did it right on the card front, but sometime when you're splattering, it goes through. So I wanted to give you an extra layer. So this layer, you can stamp on it, you can splatter it. If you're splattering, well, you can use a stamp, which I did have a stamp sitting here. You can use like a little dot stamp. You could use the Judith dot stamp, so you could do that. If you're splattering, my version of splattering is to put a little ink on a little hard thing. Use a brush. I forgot to get a clean brush. And then I just kind of shake it on there, so that's splattering. So whichever way you want to get some little dots on there. But that attaches to the front of the card. Before you attach it, you are going to attach your honeycombs and your layer, because those are going to get trimmed off. So you can either use this layer or you can go right on the front of the card. That is totally up to you.
Sorry, I forgot to watch the time. I was
My mom was going to watch the time and tell me when I had
10 minutes.
10 minutes, and whoops. But I wanted to make sure everybody got their twist and pop, because that one can be the more difficult one. So on this one, you're going to attach your honeycombs to this, and then you are going to trim them off.
You got 1 minute left.
Okay, we're going. Sorry about that, being really rushed on this one. So you'll trim those off before you actually attach it to the front of the card.
Will you have a virtual event for your annual sale like you did last year?
Oh, yes, I will have a virtual event for the annual sale. So you're going to trim that off before you attach it to your actual card. So anyways, thank you for joining me for our Twist and Pop card and our Skinny Slimline card. We did use a bunch of products, our scallop layers, our Twist and Pop, our steno cards, our Twist and Pop kit. Remember, if you place a $50 order, you can choose either to get a Twist and Pop kit by typing in the word twist, or you can choose to get its 20 Skinny Slimmy cards and envelopes by typing in the word skinny. And that's with a $50 purchase, excluding class kits and such.
Done.
So, thank you for joining me. Bye, guys.